back to Code with Gabriel section, and in this module we are going to be talking about colors in CSS. So let me just go ahead and clean up this and clean this up too. So let's just go back to the H1 and say welcome to CSS. So before I proceed, if they actually ask you what a CSS stand for, you can say CSS stands for cascading style sheet. So my bad, style sheet. So that is what this actually stands for. Let's just save this, refresh the page. So this is what we have now. We have welcome to CSS. CSS stands for cascading style sheet. Why do you allow me to do this? Style sheet like that. So okay, it stands for cascading style sheet. So what we want to be talking about specifically in this tutorial is the color value in CSS. Okay, let's just go ahead and do this. So we have this. We can go ahead and select the H1 and give it a color. So we can decide the color to be blue. So like this, we can use the ordinary name to be blue, and I'm going to explain why we are actually able to use the color to be blue. If we go ahead and inspect this page, or probably we click on the we just come right here. Sorry, we just come right here. Oh my god, I just want to open this. Okay, we just come right here. We quickly we open the body too, then we click on the H1. If you can see right here at the bottom, is actually providing us some information about the H1. The information is actually providing us a color is blue, and if we come right here to is giving us some information about the whole page, the H1, the kind of margin it's having, the default padding it's taking, and some other information about H1 right here, which is inbuilt design. We are having the display of block, font size of 2em, margin block starts, and some other kind of properties like that. But what I'm actually looking for exactly is that in CSS it's usually consists of a default styling. So we can see these are the default styling of this, and maybe if I could probably dig more, we could be able to see some browser style that actually allows us to use color. Maybe in future videos I'm just going to be showing more, but I just want us to know that there are something called a default or built-in styles. So this is one of them right here. We actually don't declare this. It is the browser itself that gives this kind of sign, this kind of declaration. Okay, let's go back to the code guy. Okay, so we have the color to be blue, and that is how we can use the color with plain name. What if we want to use RGB? So RGB stands for red, green, and blue. So the combination of the red, green, and blue is actually the one that gives us all the color we keep using now. So we can say we want the red to be 0 because we don't want any red. We want the green to be 0. We don't want any green, so we just want the blue alone, which is 255. So 255 is actually the highest we can go. You can see if I refresh this thing is still the same because we are using RGB instead of using the what's it called, instead of using the plain name like that. So this is hexadecimal. So if you have ever studied computer science, you know we have binary, we have octa, we have hexadecimal, like that. So they are values of a bit. So which means that the blue word a can actually be able to convert it into an hexadecimal value. The RGB can also be able to convert it to an hexadecimal value. So let's just say we want an hexadecimal of 222. This is going to give us black. So if we hover on it, you can say Visual Studio Code give us a mechanism for navigating around and choosing around some colors right here. So let's just put it on the kind of blue that we want. So you can see the hexadecimal value now. You don't want to cram this on your head, so you will barely see me in this tutorial using an hexadecimal value to declare a color. Most time I use RGB a lot. RGB, yeah, RGB. So let's just go ahead and save this code. Save it and refresh this page. So when we refresh, you can see it's actually inherits the color we are giving it. So that is how you can use color in that's how we can go ahead and use color in CSS. Okay, let me just show you some useful tools that you might end up using. Just use this. So if I go to my own folder right here, my download, I have a tool. Oh my god, so I have a tool. This is tool, and I have a color charts file. So I'm just going to look for the index, a dot index, a dot index, a dot, oh god. I'll just go back. Probably is here. Yeah, it's right actually right here now. So I'm just going to open it with Chrome. When I actually open this page, you can see what I've got. I have been able to got nothing but a website which is called a picker. So you actually want to go ahead and have this as one of your tools. Is very useful, very useful. It's useful when it comes to color. So it's a picker. It's created by Dixon and Mule. So go ahead and look for that through Google. You're going to find them. So right here, what they do is that they wrap up a JavaScript code or create a website that allows you to pick up a color. So as you are clicking on it, the value, the hexadecimal value, the RGB value, the hue saturated value too is going to show up. So I didn't show you these, don't worry, let's just stick to this too. So you can see this is actually a very good one. If I'm actually looking for a kind of a blue, this is blue. So you can see I have various level of blue. So I can just go ahead and pick up the deepest one, then copy the X value. So I did already. Go back to my page and paste it right here. Okay guys, so if I go back here and refresh, you can see we have the color already. Alright, that's all for this tutorial. Thanks.